So yeah, welcome back to my channel again. So where I left off is about mother, and like I just said, we all need to come to her aid. Like I said, even my daughter needs to bring the baby, and so she can see the baby. And she has survived 6 generations. My daughter's child will be her fifth generation. So she is a special woman. She raised 5 generations. Like I said, it's no reason for her house to be like that. But anyway, I told my mother-in-law, she said she was going to come and help. We'll be there to help. And anybody else that think, I encourage people, she's getting older. Like I said, none of us is promised tomorrow, but she's getting older. And you might just want to check on her and see her, because, she's elderly. And it makes you feel good just to check up on her. It will make you feel good and stuff like that. Like I said, we used to party at her house. So what's the difference? People have passed on and stuff. It devastated the family, but mother is still alive and she's still living. And like I said, she don't like how her house is being kept. And I agree. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to hold nothing back. It's all about her and her feelings, forget everybody else. So that's all I have to say about that. And like I said, since I put the video out, and it's my video, I'll be the first one to volunteer and help. As soon as I get a new vehicle, we're going to go out there and we're going to help her do what we can to help her. So I just encourage people to do the same, check on her. If you haven't seen her in a long time, if you like in another state and stuff, make it a priority 1 year to come and see her, because she's getting older and she's getting up there, And you don't want to just wait and, never make it, and, we'll be going to her funeral. That's not good. So I'm going to make a priority for my kids to see her more often. I'm going to put myself out there and my grandchild, and we're going to visit her as often as possible, and we're willing to help. I'm not just throwing people under the bus. I'm saying I'm willing to help. So last but not least, I want to talk about my kid's father's auntie, okay? And not his sister, because he has a sister. I'm talking about his dad's sisters, okay? This auntie been around, since I've been with their father, and, me and her, we haven't had the best relationship, because some of the things, I don't like her ways, she plays favoritism, to me. In my perspective, she plays favoritism to other people in the family. So, make a long story short, she is my kid's great aunt, and she so happened to, take a liking to my oldest, Kobe, because he was the firstborn, and he's autistic. And so, when I first got with their dad, she wasn't around that much, I met her when I was young, but I didn't really see her throughout the years like that. And then when he passed, it was a rocky slope, for me. So, I'm all about giving people chances. I'm all about starting over, especially if I'm preaching, I'm trying to start over with my life, and I want God to forgive me of things that I did. I have to forgive others. There's no way He gonna forgive me and I, can't forgive others. That's not how it goes. So, me and this auntie, over the years haven't seen eye to eye, but like I said, I'm all about second chances. So, recently, I want to say, since we've been out here a year ago, she's been trying to be and get my son, the one who's autistic. She says that's one of her favorites, and he is autistic, so he's special to her, and I have no problem with that. It's just her consistency and her communication is all. So this particular time, the reason why, we fell out. Well, we were talking, and she reached out to me a couple of days ago, yesterday, and asked me. Well, at first she reached out to me and was like, "I want you to call me," and then she reached out to me and asked, "Can she have Kobe?" Now, why is this so important to me? Is because before this, I didn't respond, by the way. Before this, it was December 11th. I always keep receipts. Anything I say, I can back it up because I have receipts. So it was December 11th. I text her, and we was on cool terms. I was letting her see Kobe. We were talking, communicating. You know what I'm saying? Her brother recently passed, which was my son's grandfather. So I was letting bygones be bygones. I was, cleaning slates. I didn't want to hold no grudges between her or her sister, So he just passed away. So she had promised my son, who's autistic, a phone. His phone. Her brother's phone. And with my son, if you promise him something, if you say you're going to give him something, just because he's autistic doesn't mean he's not aware. He's very aware. He's more aware than someone who doesn't have autism. Like, he asked me a dozen times, when is she bringing the phone? When is she bringing the phone? And I told her, I said, my son, Kobe, you told him you were going to give him the phone. He wants the phone. By this time, weeks have passed. And then months. Still no phone. Okay, and then she talked to me. She was like, well, I want to get some stuff out of the phone, and then I'll get it, erase some stuff out of the phone, and then I'll give it to him. I said, that's cool. Days, weeks, still no phone. So leading up to Christmas, I said, well, Kobe, I'll just get you the phone. He's asking me, call her, ask her about the phone. I said, we'll just get you one. Because, I did text her, and she left me on red. So this particular time, December the 11th, recently, I said, hey, I said, can I borrow some money, like $20, because I'm short of a room, right? And mind you, I had borrowed like one time before, and she gave it to me or whatever. And, I was going to pay her back, but she said, just, instead of paying me back, you could just get the baby something and just say it's from me. I said, okay, we could do that. That's cool. So, my grandbaby. So I said, okay, we could do that. Because I was going to pay her back. So she said, no, since I didn't get everything I wanted to get for my daughter's baby shower, then you just give it to her, and we can cut that with the money. I said, okay, fine. So this particular time, December 11th, I was short of motel money, and I texted her. I said, hey, good morning. I said, I said, can I borrow $20 because I'm short for the room, and it's cold out here, or whatever, and we're in need of a room. I said, I'll pay you back. I'm good for it. So, time had went past, no response, like hours. I said, that's weird. Why wouldn't she text me back just to say anything? With me, like I asked a lot of my family, you don't have to have the money. Like, I don't expect you to say, yeah, every time. That's not the case. That's not real life. But what I do expect is respect. And I do respect for you to answer me back. Say something. I don't have it. Right now is not a good time. Something. No, she just left me on red. She didn't respond. So I said, okay, let me give her, a day or so. Maybe she didn't read it. Day went by. 2 days went by. A week went by. 2 weeks went by. So I'm like, why would she just leave me on red? That's my pet peeve. If you want to get me mad, and if you want to ruffle my feathers, don't answer my texts. Or don't answer me, period. If I ask you something and you don't answer me, you ain't got to worry about me asking you again. And that's on everything. That's on my kids. But what I'm trying to figure out is, you say you love my son so much. My son is a part of me. So if I'm out in the cold, he's out in the cold. If I'm short of a room, short of money of a room, he's short of money of a room. He's with me. We're attached. So you have to go through me to see him or talk to him or whatever. I'm his mother. I'm going to be his mother for the rest of my life. His daddy is not here. You have to go through me to see him. So if you can't respond to me and just say, I don't have it, that's all I wanted was a simple, well, I don't have it, or, I can do it next week or something, some type of, no response. And her sister is the same way. When their brother died, I said, Kobe can go and everything. Right around that time, my daughter was having a baby shower, so we couldn't go. But I let my son go, and my daughter went. And her sister lived in Sacramento. So we've been in Sac for years. Now, this particular sister, we lived with her before, too, when we was homeless. Like, years ago. And we didn't see eye to eye very much. And we left it at that. And years went by. We still stayed in the same city. But years went by and we have had no contact. So this was my first time seeing her, after that incident. I had to drop my son off to her so her sister could come. Oh, they were going to the funeral. So she would take my son and stuff to the funeral to meet up with the other sister. And so, she told me, my sister said, she heard about y'all, and if y'all need any place to sleep, if y'all out here one night, and you don't have nowhere to go, she said, call her. I said, really? She said, yeah. Let me give you her number. So I called. I texted her and asked her for $40. She said, I don't have it right now, but when I get home, I'll have it. You could just come over. I said, cool. So later on that night, she texted me and was like, oh, I didn't get paid. It was a delay in the payment. I was like, okay. She was like, so I'll let you know. Never called me back. Never text me. And I'm like, dang, that's how y'all do it? That's how y'all get down? Just don't respond to nobody. Just leave you on red. Just leave. I don't like that. It's disrespectful. And if you say you love a person so much, how can you leave them on red? You wouldn't do it to your other nieces. You wouldn't do it to your other, your niece and your great niece. Don't do it to me or my son. That ain't right. So it's favoritism, and that ain't right. Why would you leave me on red knowing the situation we in is already messed up? We already out here. Yeah, that's my fault. But why would you, put more fire, add more fuel to the fire and make it worse? You know what I'm saying? All I asked you to do is answer me. That's it. So she left me on red. So they both do it. They both do that. I guess, that's a family thing, or they both do it. I don't know. And then some time went by and I was like, dang, this is when my son was working. I was like, dang, we short of money again. Can we come over and just spend a couple of nights at your house? To her sister that lives in Sac. I have my stepdaughter living here. And she's living here, and I don't have no more space. Mind you, she got a 3-bedroom, and it's just her and her brother. So she got an extra bedroom. And so I don't have no room. I said, okay, that's cool. I said, well, maybe next time. So, after that, I just didn't text that sister back or do nothing. So, fast forward, when I asked the other sister on December 11th, left me on red. I'm like, dang, really? I thought we were cleaning a slate. I thought we were starting over. It seemed like y'all just want to sabotage the relationship. I don't know. I told her once before the conversation is only one-sided. I feel like you only want my son when it's convenient for you. Because showing up, my son, one of them weekends, he wanted to go see her. And I texted her and called her out the blue, no answer. She didn't pick up. Or I said, Kobe wants to come over. You know, give me a call when you can. No answer, no show. And she has done this to a couple of family members in my family. She'll say, get Kobe ready. They'll get him ready. She has done it to my wife. She has done it to my mother. She has done it to my stepsister. She has done it to a lot of people. So she has a pattern of doing this. We'll get them ready. No call, no show. And when you tell my son something and he get excited about it, he want to go. We'll get him all ready. They say, Toya, we got him all ready. And it's take time to get Kobe ready. Because he autistic, and especially when he was little. So when they used to get him ready, it took time. And so you telling me you don't call or say, oh, I'm not coming. This is a pattern with her. And I don't think she see anything wrong with it. Because she keep doing it. And then she'll go tell people, well, I don't know why she mad at me. That's not true. You know exactly what you're doing. You leaving me on red when you don't have to. I don't understand. I don't understand. You can say, I don't have it. You know, I'm having a time. You know, that's all. And I won't ask you again. But to leave me on red, and you have did this multiple times. This is not your first time doing this. And one time we was in the rain and it was storming. And she didn't care that Kobe was outside. She didn't care that we had to sleep in the car because we was $20 short. She just didn't answer me. And then so I texted her back. I was like, hey, I texted you. I was wondering if it was another incident like after this December 11th, because I got the text in my phone. I texted her again. I was like, hey, you know, this is me again. I had texted you like 2 weeks ago asking if you can help me. I'm in another situation and I wanted to know if you can help me again. Left me on red again. Just didn't text me back. Didn't say nothing. And like I said, my son, you know, when he get in his urges, he be wanting to see his auntie, and I'd be like, okay, yeah, you can. When I call her, no answer. So this is not, okay, so she just called me, Reese, can I have Kobe? And no, matter of fact, I left her on red. I didn't say nothing. Because if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. If you can do it, I can do it. I want to show you how it feels. Kobe is not as autistic as you think. He's actually smarter than you think. He will bug you over and over and over until somebody gives him an answer. So the phone situation, he asked me 12 times. Over and over. I even called her and said, here, you talk to Kobe. Because I don't know what to tell him at this point. And he's serious. It's a heart attack. It's not funny. It's not, you know, he wanted the phone. You cannot tell my son you're going to give him something and don't do it. That's not how this works. And you're not going to only get him when you want him. If he wants to come over, then he say, hey, I want to go over, you know, my auntie house. If I call you, at least, call me back. Let me know. So if I text you, you ain't got to pick up right then and there. You ain't got to text right back. But at least give me the courtesy to text and give me a response later. Something. You don't go days without just saying nothing to me. That's disrespectful. And you wouldn't do it to nobody else. So why is you doing it to me? Like I said, I'm cleaning slates, and, God is showing me people's hearts. What they really feel. And I'm seeing it as, what it's for. And all I can do is jot it down and remember it. And like he told me, God was like, I'm not only testing, this is not just your test. I'm testing people too that you ask. I'm testing their hearts too. This is their test too, to either see if they're going to help you or whatever. I said, okay, God. He said, yeah, I put you in it. This was purposely done because I'm about to bless you. I'm about to bless you with a blessing that you wouldn't even think it was real. It's beyond your wildest dreams. I'm about to bless you with a blessing so big that people is going to be coming out the woodworks. You have to know who is with you and who's. So I had to, once again, put you out there. Now you clean and sober. Now you can see who really out there for you. Because when I bless you with this financial blessing, I don't want you just to go around blessing others. You need to see how they really feel. When you don't have nothing, so I'm going to take this from you, and I'm going to take that from you, and I'm going to put you in a position where you have to ask these people. You ain't going to have no choice but to ask them. And I'm testing them too. I said, okay, God, you got it. And that's what he did. He put me in situations I had to ask. I had no choice. Certain people I just had to ask. And people have really showed me their true colors. When I'm down and out. People can really kick you when you're down. But God said, that's okay. This is your testimony. This is your story. But it don't end here. I didn't bring you this far to leave you. And I'm not going to leave you. I'm about to bless you. You're going to have so much, you know what I'm saying? Financially, you're never going to go through this again. But he said, I got to test people's hearts. So I got to strip you from everything. Because if people think you got something, they're going to use you. But when people don't know you have something, and they think you need them, I want you to see how they treat you. I said, okay, God, I have no choice but to go on this journey. And I'm going on it. And I'm seeing. And it reminds me of Job. I'm going through a Job situation. Job lost everything. Kids. Everything. He was being tested. Even though Satan was, And you know, Satan was taunting him. And that's what God said. You can do any and everything to him, but you can't kill him. And that's what I'm going through. I'm not going to... I had 2 heart attacks, you guys. I wasn't supposed to be here. 2 heart attacks. I got a pacemaker in me now. I was not supposed to be here. Somebody wanted me dead. They want me dead. But guess what? I'm child. I'm a God. I am God's child. And I'm anointed. And you can't kill me. Satan could torture me. He could jump through people to torture me. All he wants. But he can't kill me. And so this is why a lot of my life, this second half, is happening. And that's okay. I take full responsibility and accountability for my role. Because it ain't nobody's fault that we in this situation but mine. But if I'm coming to you for help and you give me your ass to kiss, just remember that. Okay? Remember that. Because tables do turn. Karma is real and every dog has its day. Just saying. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. And it seemed like to me God has been handing out karma to a lot of people that has been doing wicked for years. And their karma is finally coming to fruition. A lot of exposure has been happening to people that they thought they can do anything to people in the dark and it would never get out. Was out. You know. And this is going on in regular people's lives. Dealing with, you know, family members and everything else. Like my family ain't, you know, all together neither. We not all holier than thou. We not, you know what I'm saying? And it's flaws in my family. Curses that I have to break. And since I am the curse breaker, I get the most. The most, you know, my assignment has to be complete, and the devil don't want that to happen. He don't want it to be complete. He don't want it to come to pass. And I'm doing God's will, not his. So he is throwing everything he thinks he can at me to break me. But this is only making me stronger as a person, spiritually, mentally, and all of the above. As a parent, mother, family, and friend. It's getting me to a point where I just don't want to be around nobody. Everybody have some selfishness in them. You know. And I just want me around me, my children and my granddaughter, you know, for a minute. I just want peace. I actually don't want to even be in America. I want to leave America. I want to go somewhere tropical where you can live off the land, eat healthy, and, you know, breathe clean air and drink clean water and not hear, airplanes and trucks and cars, and you just be at peace. That's where I'm at with mine. I'm ready just to live in peace. And so, yeah. So we're not mobile anymore. We are on foot, and it's harder. It's way harder. But if you feel like you can help us and our family, please do. My Cash App and Venmo is in the description. It's all over my social media pages. It's everywhere. You can't miss it. I appreciate the people that already help and is helping me. I appreciate the people that already donated and helped. I appreciate you. Your money went where I said it was going to go. And God knows the honest truth. And then there's my wife's family. I don't know what to say. I have no words, but I'm disappointed. Her mom is gone. I met them when her mom was alive. Her mom is passed away. It's been like 5 years now. And she passed away.
What?
But as long as I've been with my wife, we've been together for 16 years, I can count on my finger as many family members have that I know of hers. On one hand, that bothers me because she says she came from a large family. Her dad, just this past year, has been helping us a lot. More than anybody I know. I think he gave us over $5,000. Just, here and there. When you put it all together, it was over $5,000. That's just paying for rooms and getting us, because he, I guess, didn't have big enough room for us to come and stay with him. I'm thinking he was in like a studio, and so we couldn't all just come stay. So he has been helping us. Her sister too. Her sister, she has a sister and a nephew, and her sister has been helping, but everybody else. And I have sat and watched her call these people. People have houses. You don't necessarily have to donate. You can just say, a lot of people could have just said, from my family too, come over for a weekend. What is a weekend? I don't want to overstay my welcome anywhere you don't want me to be anyway. So 3 days, and especially because the rooms go up on the weekends. That would have saved us tremendous money. If somebody would have just said, just come stay for a couple of days. And then y'all can get a room when the rates go down. But come stay for a weekend. I have been with my wife for 16 years, and I haven't met more than 4 people. And to make it worse, her mom passed away, and still have nobody came to her aid. Yeah, she's grown.
Yeah, Mom?
Yeah, she's grown. We all are. But at some point, you don't want to help your family member. Like, when I say, I'm not just putting it on, when I say no calls, they don't check up on her. When I say that, I mean that for real, for real. Like, she could have been in a cult with me, and we could have been abusing her. They wouldn't have cared. I haven't seen one person say, since over the years, say, come. Y'all just come and come over my house. I haven't even met nobody really on her side, except for them 4 people. Her dad, her mom, rest in peace, her sister, and her cousin. That's it. Nobody has checked up on. She could have been being beaten to death. She could have been deceased. We could have been fighting, and I could have killed her and buried her, and nobody except for them people would have known she was dead. Nobody checks up on her. Nobody calls, especially her mom. She has brothers. She has aunties. She has cousins. She has grandmothers. Do you think none of them reached out to say, oh, my condolences of your mama passing? I know how it is. You out there right now, I know here goes some change. Or y'all just come to my house. Nobody over the years. My mom has housed us more times than her family has ever. It's ridiculous. I'm beyond pissed. And when I asked her sister to ask people, can they help us? It's no. They won't even let her borrow, and she makes money. Nobody has called to check up on her mental, has consoled her. So when I say this, and I mean this well, when we finally get blessed, I bet not, auntie, nobody bet not call her phone. And that's on everything. That's on everything I love. And I'm serious about it. Nobody bet not call her phone. Just the people that's been in support with her this far. But if you ain't called her over years, you ain't seen her, you ain't even helped her out, you better not call her phone, or you better not call nobody looking for her. She has reached out to people on social media, family, and they just left her on red. I haven't seen one person. We haven't stayed with one person on her side. And I'm talking about over the years. Her mom passed away. It was, oh well. So when we finally get blessed financially, I don't want to see her. I don't want to meet nobody. Keep it the same. Keep that same energy. I don't want to meet nobody. No brothers, no uncles, no cousins. I don't want to meet nobody. I'm so serious. You ain't gonna want to meet me because you might get cussed out. She ain't gonna cuss you out, but I will. And tell you to go to hell. She done with people too. She been done. But it's just fabricated. I'm just like, oh my God. 16 years. 16 years. Her side is colder than ice. I understand not fucking with family or whatever, but damn. Y'all don't even know if this child is in good mental space. Don't even care. Haven't even called to console her or nothing. And then when she says she down on her luck, just leave her. Like you ain't even family. She can't call none of her grandmothers. She got 2. And can't call not one. I don't want to see nobody. I don't care. A grandmother, And I mean that. Don't call her when she get money. Leave the energy the same. Don't go through her sister. Don't go through her dad. Don't go through nobody. Leave it the same. Because when she out here acting, y'all act like y'all don't fucking know her. It bothers me. She said it don't bother her no more. She been gave up on that. But it bothers me. Because how dare you? I know family go through stuff, and we all go through stuff, but damn, 16 years. I've been with her 16 years, and I haven't seen nobody but the 4 people I just said. That's it. I'm done. We've been her family. My brother is her brother. We are family. My side. Even though we ain't all together neither, but we still do little stuff and come together and we embrace her. We are family now. So fuck y'all. Y'all ain't gotta do shit. This is my last time addressing it. This is my last time addressing everything. Mother's situation, the auntie situation. This is my last time addressing it. I don't have to say it no more. It's a video. You can rewind it over and over. First and last time addressing it. But I hate it that it's like this. Like I said, her dad did over and beyond. Her sister is trying to help. But the motherfuckers who got it, and just cold as ice, don't give a fuck about her, don't care if she living or dying. Don't care if she was dead. Don't care where she's at. Is she in good space? Fuck you. And I mean that. Fuck you. You ain't gotta worry about her no more. We are family. And she ain't gonna never ask y'all for a motherfucking thing ever again. But God had to test y'all too. Y'all some wicked motherfuckers. Wicked. She told me before her mom passed away, y'all treated her mom like that too. And them like that. That's cold. That's cold as fuck. And she said she came from a huge family. She came from cousins and all that. Just to have nobody to call on when times get hard. Nobody has invited us to their house. Nobody. And on my side, a couple of people, I'd be damned if they say, oh, Jack can't come, but you can. We ain't coming. None of us is. If my wife can't come with me, we all ain't coming. You got me fucked up. We all family. Evil. Evil people out there. So that's pretty much in the nutshell. Oh yeah, this past weekend we didn't have no money. In the room we had to sleep in the car. Well, this lady let us come for a day. And then she put us out. She said we could come. And then she was like, well, I don't like how your son is talking to you. So, if your son don't come back, you can stay. It was like, what? My son don't have nowhere to go neither. So, if he can't stay, we not staying. So, we had to go to our car. Because guess what? The sources that we did have that was helping us, they all dried up. Her dad funds is all dried up. We can't ask him no more. It's not like we lazy. We'll work under the table, but it ain't no gigs. I don't have a license, so I can't do Uber Eats or Lyft. But now I really can't because we ain't got no vehicle. Every legit thing I could think of. We done borrowed all the money we could. We are surpassed loans. We done got loans from every app on the motherfucking phone. Damn near. We playing video games just to make some change. It's nothing really legit out there. The only thing out there is criminal. You do some criminal shit, yeah, we can eat. They give you no choice. But to do some illegal shit. And then you go to jail and shit like that. Every legit thing we can think of is something that always stops us where we can't do it. So we had to sleep in our car this past weekend. Let me tell you, it was freezing. My car is steel, so it feels like we was in a freezer because you know how steel cars, they get cold, like it's an ice box. So we were in there freezing, me, my wife, and Kobe. We was crying and praying, me and my wife. We stayed the whole night. God kept Kobe warm. Thank you, Lord. He kept him warm. And so Kobe was waking up out of his sleep smiling. He didn't even feel no, but me and my wife was freezing. It was so cold that we couldn't feel our feet. We couldn't feel our hands. And you see us coughing in the background. He got a bad cough. I got a bad cough. It's too cold out there for any human being to be out there. They got people sleeping outside. We were in a vehicle and still freezing. And to make it matters worse, my car wouldn't start. So guess what? No heat. I couldn't even use my heater. We in there, crying and praying all night. That's what happened. 7 o'clock in the morning, some man came. It was foggy that morning. Foggy. You couldn't even see the street. Some man knocked on the car window and said, I saw y'all in here all night. I just hit a lick. I promise you. He came to my car. He said, I just hit a lick. I'm going to bless y'all. Here go. $1, $2, $300. Y'all go get a room. Out of all the cars, out of all the people, that ain't nothing but God. That gave me the confirmation that we are on the right track. Right there. He came out of nowhere. Do you hear me? And blessed us with $300. How did he know he was in that car? How did he know? That was nothing but God. That was confirmation we was on the right track. God told me it's reward in suffering. He said, don't feel bad you're going through this suffering and pain, because at the end of this journey, you're going to be rewarded. You're going to be rewarded. The more you suffer, the greater the reward. He said these people couldn't even walk a mile in your shoes. If they had to go through what you go through, they will mentally break down and check out. I only give my strongest battles to my strongest soldiers. He said, this ain't just a test for you. It's a test for everybody you come in contact with. That's in your circle that you ask to help. I'm testing everybody. I said, okay. He said, so don't get mad when they say no. Don't get mad if they don't respond. This is how they always felt, and this is how they always been. I just needed you to see it with a clear mind. But rejoice. Because when the more you suffer, the greater the reward. He said, have you ever seen people that ain't never went through nothing? I can't depend on them. I can't depend on them. They ain't never went through nothing really challenging. The ones I can depend on is the ones that have great struggle and has been through something. That's who I can use. That's who I'm going to use. I'm not going to use the one that got the biggest house and the fanciest car. I'm going to use the one that ain't got nothing. So I can show them that I am real. And that through me, anything is possible. He says, so rejoice. You're going through this, but rejoice. Because your blessing is on the way. You ain't going through this for no reason. Your breakthrough is on the way. Your blessing is on the way. As long as you keep telling the truth and keep working on yourself and working on this journey and healing, then I'm going to keep blessing you and I'm going to keep standing by you. Thank you, Lord. That was God knocking on that door. He sent that angel right to our car. I'm not lying. I put that on my grandma's grave. That man came out of nowhere and said, here go 300. I just hit a lick. Here go 300. Y'all go get a room. It's too cold out here. You would think we had no family. But everything is a learning experience. Everything is spiritual. So I'm going to take it as what it's for. Just note. Just take it. I'm noting. I'm clocking and I'm listening. My discernment got me on 10. This too shall pass. Oh, don't think I'm going to be out here forever. Please don't think that. You can do all the curses. You can do all the voodoo you want. It ain't going to work. I know who I belong to. It's not going to work. I belong to the Most High King. And whatever wicked things y'all can think of to put on me, it will never work. You probably already have. And you think it's working because how my life going. Actually, that's not the case. It's not working. Because if it was, I would have lost my mind. I wouldn't even have a channel. I would have been talking to myself. I probably would have been on the street smoking meth or doing crack. I would have been lost it. God has kept me. He kept my mind. He kept me spiritually. I don't have nothing to worry about. All I can say is you don't want to mess over me and my family. You don't. We are God's chosen, and He don't play about us. He don't play about. And people be thinking I'm playing until you mess us over, and then you see. Look around and find out if you want. Be my guest. But he don't play about us. If I was you, I wouldn't even want to, mess with me like that. If you don't want to have nothing to do with me, just leave me alone. But doing evil, playing manipulation games, being a narcissist, playing head games and stuff, God sees all. Okay? And he's not asleep. And he's not dead. He be in rooms where he hear conversations. And he will judge accordingly. That's why I'm not playing with nobody. I believe in karma. I know karma is real. I know if I mess over somebody, I'm going to get karma. I don't want to mess with God like that. I don't want to play with God like that. So I try to do people and try to, be good to people. But people take your kindness for weakness, and they think when you're down and out, you would just accept anything, and they think they can just, treat you any kind of way. But when God is backing you, and He is, over you, you might want to think twice. I'm just saying. That's not a threat. I'm just saying. He don't play about us. We really have a relationship with him. He don't play. And if I'm just saying, if you don't have good intentions for us, or you don't really have don't fool with us. Don't do that, because you're playing with fire. He will release, you do us wrong and do wrong by us. Once we get out your presence, He will release them demons on you. You will have bad luck, and karma will come at your door, front and center. Because my intentions is to do nobody wrong. I have good intentions. When I meet people, I have nothing but good intentions. I'm not seeking to get revenge and do, what for? I'm 40 plus. Them games was childhood games. I don't have time for that. I want stuff out of life. I want to have things. I want to leave my kids with things, because I'll be damned if they go through this, through family. Be out there with nothing and call upon family, and family don't do right by them. I'll be damned. So I'm going to work my hardest right here on earth to fulfill something for them, to have something for them. Life insurance, a house, something. I'm not leaving this earth without leaving them something, because I'll be damned if they go through what I'm going through, and especially what my wife is going through. You would think she has nobody. You would think. It's not right. Her mom is gone, and they still don't care. It's a learning lesson for me. Big learning lesson. If I pass away, who's going to take care of my kids like I take care of them? Who's going to love them like me? Nobody. So what I'm saying, people, black people too, especially us, we need to invest in insurance for our kids. Because who's going to, especially Kobe, he needs someone for the rest of his life to look after him. Did it be his sister? But I want them to have a house. I don't never want them to be out there homeless without nothing, no one to turn to or to call upon. I want to leave them with something. And we should all be thinking like that, especially if you have disabled. All children, but especially if you have disabled. That's, and so that's another lesson God put on my heart. It breaks my heart to see Jay family not come for her, not help her in no kind of way, not even prayer or encouraging words. They don't even come see her. And I know it hurts her. It hurts her because it hurts me. It hurts me. Anyway, y'all, that's about it in a nutshell. I will be back with an update to this video, hopefully with better news. The ones that support me, keep supporting me. Keep praying for us. I'm not always asking for financial things, money. I'm asking for prayer too and encouraging words. Keep our spirits up. It's crazy because strangers will support you quicker than people that you've known all your life. It will be a follow-up video to this, and I'll let you know what people say after this drop. And it's people's gonna have something to say, because I touched on a lot of different stories and different people, but this is the truth. One thing they cannot say is I'm lying. And if anybody I address, feel some type of way, we can get on my channel or on Instagram Live, and we can address it in front of everybody. Because one thing I am big on is forgiveness. And to the auntie that, I left you on red, I'm still willing to give you another chance. I am, because you do love him, but your communication skills and all that is janky and faulty, and I don't like it. It's not only when you want him that we should jump. No, he wants to be with you, and it should be a two-way street. When he calls you, you should answer. Call him back. When he wants to talk to you, you need to call him back. If he asks you for a phone you promised him, you need to let him know why he can't have it. You need to explain it to him. Just don't not explain it and laugh because he asked. No, he's getting older. He's 24. He is a young man. And he's autistic, but that don't mean he's slow. He's very aware. So if you want to do this again, we can. I'm just telling you, I'm not tolerating certain things, like not responding, leaving us on red, not, trying to have it a two-way street where he can call you too. Not just when you want him. No, he wants to call and ask, are you available this weekend or something like that too? And it should be answered just like he calls, just like you will want us to pick up. It's just fair. And, you know, if you want to have a future relationship with us and him, all I ask you to do is be more efficient on your communication and have some type of respect for me and him. And, you know, dignity to answer our call. Or my text. It don't have to be right away. Just answer. You know? And if you don't have it, I'm not going to ask you no more, matter of fact, for nothing. You or your sister. Well, I'm done with your sister. Because she just cutthroat, downright disrespectful. She smile in your face, but then when you get from around her, she'll totally, you know, when nobody's looking and stuff, she'll totally a whole nother. And I don't want to tolerate that. Like I said, I'm growing, you know, in the spirit, and I just don't want to be around a lot of toxic shit no more. And she's very toxic. Very toxic. You know, she hold on to grudges and don't let stuff go. And as long as I'm Kobe's mother, she's going to respect me. You don't have to like me, but she's going to respect me. And that goes for you, too. You got to like me, but you're going to respect me. And you're going to know as long as I'm living, I'm his mother. And you have to go through me to get through him. And that's just the way it is. And like I said, if I'm in need, Kobe's in need. So when you not saying nothing or not responding, you're doing it to Kobe as well. You know, when you leaving us on red, you're doing it to him as well. So just put that in your note. But yeah, I'm willing to start again. I just don't want the foolery. I don't. If we start over again, now you know where I'm coming from, then we can do this. You stay consistent. You answer his phone calls as well as he answer yours. And we can do this. But all that, not responding, leaving people on red, and then after 4 weeks pop up like nothing happened, nah, that's dead. We ain't doing that. You should want to stop doing that. That's not healthy. It's toxic, and you know, you shouldn't want to be like that. You know what I'm saying? I know you don't do it to other people, so don't do it to me. And don't do it to Kobe. No. Other than that, y'all, I'm going to end this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video, y'all. Share. And yeah, that's about it. You know, I'm about to drop it. I addressed some stuff. And, you know, I know people ain't going to like it. They don't like when you tell the truth and stuff. But this is my truth to tell. And you don't have to like it. You can unsubscribe from me. You don't even have to deal with me no more after this if you feel like I was disrespectful in this type of way. But I'm just letting it be known how people will treat you when they feel like you need them. And that's have been my journey so far. It's other more people that I'm going to do a video about. It's not just these two people. No. There's other people in my family. Some things I want to address. So, but like I said, once I address it, I'm not going to address it no more. This is the first and the last time. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It will be more videos. Like I said, this is just the beginning. You know, once you hit rock bottom, you have nowhere to go but up. And that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to strive for. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can get in my way. God has my back and my front. And this is all ordained in His will. And everything is spiritual, and everything doesn't happen for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, I mean. It does happen for a reason. And God is the head of it, and He knows everything. So, I'm not about to worry or stress. You know what you did if you did wrong by us. And if you're getting punished, that's the wrath of God. You don't do people wrong while they down. You just don't. Like I said, I take full responsibility. I am the reason why we're in this situation, but you don't have to kick me while I'm down. I already know I fucked up. You don't have to pour salt on the wound. You're supposed to be encouraging me and helping me any kind of way you can. If you love us, you say you love us, helping in any way you can to make it a little bit easier for us. But I haven't been seeing that, so not a lot. It's people that helped us and stuff, but like I said, as far as offering their home, no. And it's a lot of people that have more than enough room that we could come over and stay for a couple of days to save us money or whatever. And they're just not doing it. And it's cool. It's cool. Some people I have let stay, and they know who they are. But, you deal with that with God. Deal with that with God. Alright, y'all. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. And I'll see y'all in another video. Alright, y'all. I'm gone.